Demons to Diamonds. I'm going to grab this. Ooh. All right. That's all lined up. Here we go. What's up, everyone? Janitor Jake here, and give me a minute to get everything situated, and I will get going with the live stream. Well, I'm already going with the live stream, but give me a minute before we actually full-blown get into this. I need to check the audio. I'm already going with the live stream. Looks like the audio is already going pretty doggone good. So, let me get this figured out. And we should be good to go. All right. See if that works. That looks like that works. Let me check one more thing. Come on. All right. And, there we go. Everything is going good. Everything is going okay. All right, so without further ado, let's get the show started. So, today I am going to be playing Demons to Diamonds for the Atari 2600 or the Atari VCS. Now, I do not own the manual for this, and I do not own the box, but I did read the manual online, so it looks pretty interesting. With a lot of these games, up to this point, a lot of the games like from the early 80s, this game was actually released in July of 1982 by Atari. Now, most of the games like Astro Blast and the ones that Star Master, Defender, they all have storylines. This one is an interesting storyline because you're not actually fighting like demons like out in space. According to the manual, this game was actually designed for kids between like 6 and 12, like for kids. And so like the story is that you and a friend are at a carnival, and all of a sudden you hear a bunch of racket. You go over there, and there's like this weird demon walking across, and he's like, "I challenge you to this game. Can you beat us?" Har 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 har. So I don't know. The story is kind of wonky, but it definitely looks interesting, and I really cannot wait to play this. Now, I did play it once years ago, but I really don't have any memories of it. Other than I remember shooting these weird creatures, and then they turn to diamonds. You have to try to shoot the diamonds. It's both a single-player and a two-player game, and it seems like it would be really, really fun as a two-player game, but I don't have a two-player here, so I'm going to be playing this by myself. And what's interesting is this one is from Sears. This says Sears Telegames on it, or Telegames, which is interesting. I only have a couple of the ones released by Sears, but I did not think that this one was a Sears game, but it says it right there, Sears Telegames. Usually Sears, when they released a game, it looked different than when Atari did it. But anyway, without further ado, let's pop it in and get going. Now, another thing is, what I don't like is you cannot use the joystick. We have to go with the paddle controllers. Now, usually it's not that big of a deal. It was actually more of a pain in the butt earlier, playing a lot of the early titles from September of 77 and 78. Because a lot of the earlier titles from 77 and 78, you'd play one game, you'd use the joystick. The next game, you use the paddle controller. Then the next game, joystick. Next game, paddle controller. And it was constantly plugging and unplugging controllers. And I think it actually ruined my controller port on my other Atari VCS console. So let's power it up and get going, shall we? All right. Here we go. Got it set to easy. There we go. Try this. So this paddle isn't the one that works. But this one is, so of course I'm going to have to play around with it, try to get that twitchy, buggy nonsense out of there. So there are actually, I can't remember how many game types. There's a few different game types, but only 2 of them are for single player. Game number 1, game number 2 is 2-player, game number 3 is 2-player, and game number 4 is single player. Game 5 is 2-player, and game 6. So 6 games, and only 2 of them are for single player. Now, game number 4 is actually baby mode. This is for little children and how you learn the game. So we're going to start off easy, and then we're going to crank it over to game number 1 and give her a whirly bird. So here we go. Whoops. Alright, that's right. So what happened there is you're only supposed to hit the demons that are your color. But because I hit the one that was blue, it turns into a skull. So that's kind of the point of the game. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I'll try to explain it. So I have to shoot the demons that are my color. When you shoot them, they turn into diamonds, which are what those things are. Every time you hit the diamonds, you get a lot of points. You shoot the demons, you get a certain number of points. Let me see here. So it looks like you get... Okay, so you get like a point, whichever barrier they're on. And I just completed a wave. So if you look, like that... kind of hard to explain. The game is broken up by rows. I'm actually going to turn that down a little bit. Now I can't find my remote control, so I won't be able to turn the volume down. But the game is broken up by rows, as you can tell, the different green rows. Row 1, each demon is worth 1 point. Row 2, 2 points. Row 3, 3 points. When you turn it into a diamond, like right here, this one's going to be worth 3 points. But if I shoot that diamond, it's worth 30 points. So your main goal is to shoot the demons that are your color, and when they turn into diamonds, you shoot the diamonds, which of course I'm doing a very bad job at right now. And then you just go through and clear out the waves. And this is what can make it an intense 2-player game. Well, that time I got shot. So, and it could be an intense 2-player game, because the second player is actually up on top shooting down, and you can shoot the other player, I think, during certain game variations. And if you actually shoot, like if I were to shoot the blue one, like right there, it turned into a skull and it shoots at me. I think in certain game variations, if I shoot the blue ones, it'll turn into a skull and then shoot at the other opponent. So you can like do a lot of strategy in trying to like kill the other opponent. And right now it seems like a pretty simple, easy game, but like I said, I am playing on easy mode. But it definitely seems like a really fun game, and it would especially be fun being 2-player. Like 2-player, not co-op, but 2-player combative, I guess. And yeah, the longer you hold the button too, the farther your shot goes. And like I said, the demons that are farther away, those are the ones that you want to get. So if you hold it down longer, there you go. And according to the manual, there are multiple waves, but it said there are like 16 waves. At least that's where it capped it off at. It was talking about the different waves and the different speeds, but they were saying like after 16, so I don't know what wave number I'm on. I wish it would tell you which wave number you're on. I think I'm on like wave 3 or something right now. So by wave 16, I'm pretty sure things would get real intense. But yeah, that's the basic idea of the game, though, is just to try to max out your points. Because even in the storyline, like I said, the storyline is supposed to take place at like a carnival, and that's your main objective, is just to try to get the points, like pretty much any Atari game. But the game seems alright, you know, for a single player. It's kind of unique, a little bit different. The graphics, I think, could have been done a little bit better. I mean, not really the graphics, the colors, I guess I should say. I don't like that it's green. I think it would have looked better if it was actually black. And so, like I said, I gotta kind of just wait for all the red ones. It's weird too how some of the diamonds like will hurry up and go across, and then other times they sit for a while. And I'm pretty sure you could roll the counter over, but rolling the counter over would probably mean having to get like 1,000,000 points. And this game does not give you a lot of points. Like I said, you get like you can get up to 8 points by hitting a demon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the max points for killing a demon would be 8. And the max points for hitting a diamond would be 80. So, like, as you can see right now, I'm only up to like almost 3,000 points. I like the sound effects. Sounds kind of cool. But it does give off that vibe of like an old school Atari game, just with that green. Like, it reminds me a lot of like the older games from 77, 78, 79. Games like Home Run, Bowling, Air Sea Battle had more like blue. But Indy 500, Street Racer, it gives off that brown. I don't want to say neutral colors because green obviously isn't a neutral color, but it's like very monotone in the greens. And it looks like an older Atari title. I just think it would be cooler if they would have done like a black spacey background. It would have looked really cool. Having like black and then the demons would have stood out more. They could have, instead of making them red, they could have made them pink. And then the blue. Come on, give me that. Alright, I finally cracked 3 grand. And I don't know how long. Whoa, that skull is moving. That was close. So that's why you gotta be really careful turning them into skulls. That's why you don't want to hit the blue ones. And like I said, I'm playing on the easy mode, so of course, I don't know, there's really not a whole lot to say with this game. This is just one of those games. You just gotta sit back, relax, and play it. Oh yeah, and every time the demons touch a wall, they change color. So this one, when he touches, he'll turn to blue. So you wanna... That's what it is. Okay, cool. So I want to let the blue demons turn red, so that's why you don't shoot them and turn them into skulls, because skulls don't give you nothing. Darn it. So like right here, shoot that, try to shoot that, shoot him. So yeah, this can definitely get real intense. It's one of those games, it does take a little bit to get the hang of, like, exactly what is going down. Because, like I said, I want to turn all the blue ones into red. So there definitely seems like to be a little bit of strategy in this game. Like right here, instead of shooting him and turning him into a skull, you just wait for him to go by. There you go. Holy cow, I'm already down to a single life, too. Darn it. Alright. I'm wondering if they slowly move down too, because I keep thinking, obviously you get more points when you shoot the ones up top than you do by shooting the ones on the bottom, but I'm having a hard time getting up there because of all the chaotic nonsense going on. And so I'm wondering if that's what they're doing, is they're slowly working their way down. Maybe not. I'm trying to keep an eye on that now. Okay, it looks like they just stay up there. So the best goal would be clearing out the ones on the bottom like this. Bam. And then leaving a lot of the other ones up top. But see, I can't tell if they're respawning or if they're coming from the top on down. Bugger. So that was Demon to Diamond. Demons to Diamonds, game number 4, which is supposed to be easy mode. So I am going to switch it over. And I'm going to play game number 1. So this is where apparently things get real intense. Here we go. So right away they get... Holy cow, they're shooting fast. Alright, I'm going to reset that real quick, because I just want to make sure. And apparently I'm on easy mode, so... Darn it. Yeah, this game definitely does require a lot of concentration. Darn it. Okay. There we go. So now they're all going to do that, except for him. Okay. Yeah, this definitely seems like a pretty fun game. It's hard trying to talk while playing this game, though. Like, there's so much going on. And now it looks like they're also crashing into the wall. Like, if I let them go too much... It seems like they're crashing. I would say that's probably the only gripe that I really have, is they want you, for the maximum amount of points, they want you to shoot the ones up towards the top. But they put a bunch of garbage in the middle and down below, which gets in your way. So it makes it, like, at times almost impossible to even shoot anything at the top. Yeah, like right there, that demon hit the top and exploded. So right here, I would go like that, bam, bam. Like right there, there's nothing I can do about getting those. I can't do it. Like, it's impossible. The only other way of doing that is shooting the blue demon and turning him into a skull. So if I start that, like, see, that's easy and that's fine. But then, like, all of a sudden a red demon will come out of nowhere, and it'll be stuck behind one of the blue demons. Darn it. Yeah, not a whole lot to say. It definitely does kick her up in the goose for the difficulty, but that's why I guess there's game 4, easy mode. So, yeah, I'm gonna actually switch it over to expert mode. And apparently, on expert mode, things shoot a lot faster. Seems like they're shooting about the same, but it could be going faster. I don't know. That's what I think the manual said. The manual stated that it only really goes... Changing up the difficulty, it only goes to, like, it makes the skulls shoot out a lot faster. Alright, so we're going to go back to game number... We'll see, like, game number 3 here. This is what gets interesting. You can... Well, whatever. We'll go to game number 2. So right here is where I think... Yeah, see... Oh, no, it's screwing it to there. I thought at certain points, while playing 2-player, you could shoot and turn them into skulls. But that's why I was saying they would make this game really, really fun to do 2-player. So we're going to go to game number 4, and I'm going to see how much of a high score I can muster up. Darn it. See, like right there, I can't, there's nothing I can do about getting that red demon. Yeah, as an initial first time playing through, it seems like an okay game. It's nothing like, there's nothing about it that makes me like, oh man, this game is super awesome. Oh, this is the greatest game ever. It's alright, it's okay. I definitely feel like it's a game that would require me to sit down and play it a lot more before I really, really loved it and enjoyed it. Maybe that's the thing about it. I like chaotic nature and stuff. I like the chaotic nature and stuff in certain video games, but this one it feels like there's too much chaotic nature to where you can't do certain things. Like, you have to shoot the demons and turn it into the diamonds. That's where you get your max points. But then, like, so often I'll turn a demon into a diamond, and then the diamond gets stuck behind other demons that turn into skulls. It's like, well, I don't want to shoot them because I don't, you know, and it's just like, it's hard to pay attention to what's going on. It feels like there's too much, even though there's not a whole lot of stuff going on, it feels like there's still too much stuff going on. Like right there, there's nothing I can do to get that red demon up there. Just too bad. I have to turn them into skulls. And then they get in the way and block my shots. And then it gets really slow like this. Whoops. And then you screw that up. Because sometimes the diamonds will sit there for a while, and other times they freak out and go flying across the screen. Like that, and trying to... I don't know, not really a whole lot to necessarily say about this game. It's okay. Definitely better games out there. It seems like a game that's like... It seems like it's cooler than it actually is. Some people probably love it. Some people might even consider it like their favorite Atari game. I wouldn't. But it's okay. The concept is kind of cool, but like I said, it feels like it's like that. I know what I want to do, but there's too much crap getting in the way, and it makes it really tough to try to hit anything. I feel like it's one of those weird games, too, you almost have to be, like, really patient with it. Like, okay, let's start over. Okay, hit him, try to hit that, get the diamond, get that, come on, try to get the diamond, wait for this diamond. I was like, which apparently is not going to shoot. And now I just gotta wait. Kind of reminds me of, like, Astro Blast in a sense, where... Like I said, trying to be patient. Like, if I have to make sacrifices and just, like, let certain demons go, then I'll just have to do it. It's like there's almost too much going on, and you almost have to have tunnel vision. Like, alright, Just worry about him, and then worry about that diamond. Worry about him, and then worry about that diamond. Worry about him, now wait. Okay, now get him. You can. It's almost like, yeah, you almost have to concentrate on one single demon at a time, and not really worry about anything else. And then if you just so happen to hit a blue demon, turn it into a skull, so be it, I guess. Yeah, it definitely seems like it makes it a little bit easier doing that. Like, just concentrate on one single demon at a time. Don't sit there and try to be like, alright, I'm gonna try to get this one. You bugger. See, like right there, if you try to concentrate on doing too much, hitting too many demons and trying to smack all the diamonds, it gets way too intense. Like here, I'm gonna wait. Hit him, try to get that, hit him. I'm not even gonna worry about the top one. At the time, I wasn't really gonna necessarily worry about the top one because it was too much going on, and I wouldn't have been able to hit him anyway. It's like if I try to hit too many demons and turn them into diamonds at once, I end up missing the main point, which is the diamonds. Because that's where you get your points from. It's like, oh, you could have been getting the ones at the top. It's like, yeah, but that's the problem. There's so much chaos going on down here, I can't do it. Like right here, there's no way I can shoot those, so I have to wait until... There we go. So it makes it a lot more fun when you concentrate on single ones. Okay, concentrate, there we go. Do him, get that one, do this one, get that one. Now we're going to try to get him and get him. And now I'm going to wait, okay, there we go. Bam, bam. Bigelow. Here we go. Tweedledee. And a boosh noggin woggin. Alright. Yeah, definitely a little bit more fun when you do it that way. Okay, get him. Okay, get him and get him. Whoops. Okay, get him. Bam. Like I said, now it's getting a little bit crazy, so just wait. Okay, we'll get him. Gotta wait for him. Gotta do this. And that's the problem. I would love to get the stuff that's more at the top, since apparently a lot of times they like to hit and just disappear, but everything is getting kind of chaotic right now, so it's best just to chill out, relax, and concentrate on single ones at a time. Okay. Whoops. Do this. Then I get smacked. I'm surprised I survived that long without getting hit. Alright, we're going to try to... Well, never mind. I was going to say we're going to try to go for something a little bit farther up to max out my points, but it was getting a little bit too crazy. So we're going to go for that one. And I missed the diamond. Missed that diamond as well. Alright, let's smack him. There we go. Okay. Awesome. And like I said, this is supposed to be the mode that's for children. Game number 4, where it's like, okay, this is practice mode. Which I love. I love that they have the easy mode, and then once you get used to it, then you want the speed and the chaotic nature, then you can go to game number 1. Darn it. I'm waiting for that diamond to come flying out, but it's not coming out. Come on now, smack him. I'm trying to sneak in there before I get shot by that skull. And I think, too, in game number 1, the skulls will randomly come out. As far as I know, in game number 4, the skulls only appear after you hit a blue demon. Ooh, that was close. See, right there, it was like trying to get too much. And then you end up missing things. I feel like the hit detection is kind of wonky too. Not necessarily hitting them, but when the demons get close to the wall, and I think I hit them before they turn blue, apparently not. Alright, come on. Alright, sweet. So now we're going to wait for this guy. There we go. Oh, so that skull did just appear. Crazy. So it looks like in these later waves, these skulls do seem to appear kind of randomly out of the blue. Ah, darn it. Alright, I'm surprised I was able to shoot through that skull. That's the problem too, is when a lot of the skulls come down like this and get really close. Whoops. I was hoping to get it quick enough, but it took off. Looks like that skull just appeared right out of nowhere and got me. Blocked my shot. And apparently you get 5 lives, so whatever. Yeah, you get 5 lives, only 4 of them appear on screen at the same time. So, definitely seems like a kind of a cool game. It's not the best, not the worst. It just fits in the middle for me. I think the colors could have been better. I don't like the green. It's reminds me a lot of like Blackjack, Combat, Indy 500 Street Racer, Home Run, Bowling, Skydiver. Kind of reminds me of a lot of the older games from the 77, 78. The gameplay is fine. It takes a while to get used to. Like I said, if you start going crazy with it too much, you know, if you just start going around and shooting demons like crazy, like, oh yeah, let's go crazy, woohoo, wee wee, then you try to sit there and shoot every demon and diamond and just go crazy, I feel like you find yourself, everything gets too chaotic and you make mistakes and you start hitting everything. So, well, whatever. I'm just gonna die here so it shuts up. I like the design. I like the way the demons are walking and their mouths are opening up. The aesthetic of it is cool, with the exception of the colors. And like I said, as far as the gameplay goes, you almost have to really sit back, relax, and take your time. Focus on one demon, shoot him, and then grab the diamond. Find the other demon, shoot him, and then grab the diamond. Because as the game progresses on, more and more and more are coming out, so it's really not like you're missing out on stuff. I feel like the gameplay, it almost feels like, okay, look, here's all these demons, shoot all the red ones, hurry up before they disappear. That's the initial feeling that I got when I first played it. You have to hurry up and shoot the demons before they disappear. But it's just too much, and I feel like you can't do it, because there are so many times, shoot this demon, shoot that demon, shoot this demon, and I'm only getting 1 point, 3 points, 5 points, 4 points, whatever. But I could be hitting the diamonds and then getting 10 points, 20 points, 30 points, 40 points. But instead I was finding myself shooting the demons too much and not hitting the diamonds. And it just helped out a lot more if you focused on hitting the demons, letting them turn into a diamond, and then hit the diamond and really take your time. Because like I said, by the time you do that, wave 1 is good, wave 2, wave 3, and then it starts getting chaotic. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next thing you know, everything is going bonkers. You have stuff everywhere, skulls everywhere. And that's on game 4. That's on baby mode. That's on easy mode that happens. And so I think it's a good, fun game. It would be nice, interesting to sit down and play it. I think you would really get your good. I think it's worth it to get. There's definitely a lot more better games out there. Games that for me personally, other games that I have played, I felt were better than this. But it's still a fun game. I could sit down and definitely find myself getting into it. But I think it would definitely be a lot better as a two-player game. Because, like I said, not only are you contending with the demons and the skulls, but now you're contending with the second player shooting and like causing a ruckus too. And you can also shoot your opponent. So, but anyway, I think I'm going to call the live stream. So that was Demons to Diamonds for the Atari 2600 or the Atari VCS, which was apparently released in July of 1982. Like I said, not the best, but not the worst. It definitely fits somewhere in the middle, and if you can find it cheap enough, I recommend going and picking it up. I believe you would get a lot of good gameplay out of it. I do not know if you can roll the counter over. It would definitely seem to be a game if you could roll the counter over, or and that's what makes me want to play it more. Will it stop after wave 16, or will it actually continue forever and roll the counter over? If it does roll the counter over, does it roll it over after 10,000 points? Does it roll it over after 100,000 points? And if it continues after 100,000, then that's like, well, that's ridiculous because now you have to hit 1,000,000 before it rolls over, and that would just take like 8, 10 hours, 10, 15 hours to do. Probably about a good 8 hours to do that if you wanted to hit 1,000,000. But then again, people have done that with Laser Blast, where you hit 1,000,000, and it's taken them like 8 hours. And I believe you get more points when playing Laser Blast. So this would take absolutely forever to try to do that. But like I said, it would be one of those things. I would love to sit down. I would love to sit down and try to get up to wave 16. But if I got to wave 16 and it continued on, then I would love to see when will it roll over. And if I hit 100,000, then I would just shut the game off and be like, all right, I kind of hit that because now there's no way I'm going to attempt to get up to 1,000,000 because it would take way too long. But it is a fun game, and like I said, I definitely recommend going and picking it up. So with that being said, I think I'm going to take off. So whatever. I'm Janitor Jake, and I will see you guys next time.